Everyone, how are you doing today on this Friday? I hope you are doing well. Hey Dana, welcome. Hey Dana, I meant to tell you that quote that you sent me about being tightly wound in his wounds. I quoted you in my memoir, so hope that was okay. Give me a couple hearts if it is. Hey hubby. Hey, I think I saw Marissa come in here. So this is the Friday edition of We Write, where we talk about writing support. Oh, good. I'm taking that as permission. Hey, welcome, Lene. So my granny, as I called her, thanks, hubby, gave this to my mom. Things your mother always told you, but you didn't want to hear. So I'm going to read a couple of them for you today. Let's see. Let's do this one. I am like that. Does not help anything. I can be different. Does. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. Tact is the ability to close your mouth before someone else wants to. It's a good one. Character is not an inheritance. Each person must build it for himself. He who gave you teeth will surely give you something to use them on. So there's your little advice for today. But sorry, I can't find my little holder here. Hey Lauren, welcome. So I'm just gonna have to hold the phone today. But hope you guys are doing great. I hope that you are following If Gathering on Periscope. It's a wonderful gathering of women that's taking place today in Austin, Texas, and you will be so encouraged by what you hear. You'll be drawn closer to the Lord, so be sure to follow If Gathering on Periscope. But for this edition of We Write, I wanted to talk about the power of peer critique. Now, peer critique of your writing or your speaking can be really frightening, okay? I just got finished with my memoir, and I sent it off to 6 women that are critiquing it. That can be very scary. I heard back from one of them already, Miss Karen Brown. She's one of my favorite writers online. I was so blessed that she took the time to critique my work. And I was really nervous. I didn't know how it was going to go. People like, this is terrible. Or, you kind of don't want people to say too, like, oh, everything's great, because it really doesn't help you grow. So Karen gave me fabulous advice. She probably had, I don't know, at least 60 comments, and some things she liked and other things she's like, she did it as she went, which was really helpful because she's never read the memoir before. And so some things she would be like, okay, I'm not sure where this falls chronologically, or this part confused me. Oh, it absolutely requires trust. And I invited people to do it who I really trust. And but she just had a very balanced view. She was encouraging in some parts. She said, this part's kind of frustrating, and I so appreciate it. Now, it is not easy to hear those things, and now I feel like I have a ton more work to do on the memoir. But as my friend Kate Motong told me the other day, wouldn't you rather hear trusted people tell you those things in private versus hearing that kind of critique on an Amazon review for all the world to read? And of course, we'd rather get those things. Absolutely, Dana. Iron sharpens iron. We would rather get those bugs and, ticks out of our manuscripts before they're presented to the public. So I can't overstate the power that can be found in peer critique. Now, here's some advice too. I had a friend who said, hey, I will gladly review this for you, but I'm a little afraid I might hurt your feelings because I can be harsh. And I said, well, I wouldn't have asked you if I didn't want your feedback, but I also gave some parameters for the kind of feedback I wanted. I gave them about 5 bullet points of things that I'm particularly looking for. And so that gives them freedom to speak into those parameters, but it also, let's see, I got a manuscript in the mail from a random author, scared to read it and crush them. Yes, that is very hard. I think it helps. Well, I don't know. there's differences because it kind of helps, I think, when you have a relationship with them, but sometimes you do just want that cold critique. And here's the thing I told my team, my critique team. I said, I am definitely open to your suggestions, or else I wouldn't have been asking you. However, I'm not going to take every suggestion as gospel either, because sometimes I think maybe someone just didn't get it, but someone else likes it. You know, that's why I think it's important to have more than, excuse me, one person. Yes, that is true as well. Yeah, you probably shouldn't agree to critique it if you don't like the genre. But what was I saying? I can't remember. But anyway, I gave some parameters, and also, oh, I know I was going to say, you know, they might have a suggestion that's really good, but sometimes I can take everyone's suggestion, and then I'm not feeling like I'm being true to the book I want to write or what I feel like God wants me to write. So it's very good to be teachable, to have an open mind, but there's going to come a point where you might have to decide, you know what, I really do want to leave this in here, and you know, you're not writing it to please that person, but they are representing your readers. And what was great about Karen's feedback is she doesn't really know me that well. So she, you know, another one of my friends could read it and be able to fill in the gaps just because of what she knows about my life and because she knows some of those details. But it was good to have someone that didn't know all those details read it and say, well, wait a minute, you know, you had 2 kids in this chapter and now you have 4 in this chapter. When did that happen? And she's absolutely right. And so it's such a gift to get that feedback. I know sometimes you got to be careful, because when people take the time to give you feedback, you don't want to just brush them off or explain everything away. You want to thank them for their time. And also, if you've been asked to give feedback and they haven't given you some parameters, you might want to ask them, what particular feedback are you looking for? Because maybe they are just looking for a pat on the back that they got it done. Maybe they really want you to tear it apart and like really help them do it. But that can be tricky. You know, you don't want to give someone feedback that they are not, you know, open to or looking for. So those are some thoughts I have. Any other thoughts that you guys have when you're being critiqued or critiquing other people? It is scary, but I would so much rather have people in my corner doing that now than, you know, other people that don't maybe even like me, you know, saying things. And we're going to be criticized whatever we write, you know, and we got to be prepared for that. We are having a girl. We're very excited. You'll have to go back. If you go to katch.me, catch.me/Katie_M_Reed, you can catch all the scopes. So any scopes that you've missed, and that is our favorite scope. It's kind of lengthy, but I think you'll get a good laugh, Dana, if you watch that. So thank you very much. So don't be afraid of peer critique. There's power in it. It'll make your work better. Thank you, Marissa. Yes, hubby, we did. We killed it. We did. So, you know, don't be afraid of it, but also, you know, pray about who you should ask to do it. And not everyone you ask is going to have the time to do it or might want to, and that's okay. You want the people that really have the time and want to be able to do it. I also gave my team a deadline. It is a 20-chapter manuscript, but it's only about 50,000 words. The chapters are pretty short. And so I gave them 3 weeks, and I said that from the get-go. You know, I'll send it to you February 1st, but I need it back by February 22nd. And so they were agreeing to that when I sent that. So that's another thing. And then I also said, if for some reason you can't finish it or you don't finish it, please let me know, because you want to be sure that, you know, the critique you're getting is based, you know, on the whole work. If they only have time to do 5 chapters and give critique, that's fine too. But I just kind of wanted to know if they weren't able to finish the whole thing. So peer critique can be scary, but there's power in it, and it's going to sharpen you. So now, how about for a Friday surprise? Most of you know I love Crafty Cash. Here's my necklace. This is my mother necklace. I also have one that says Listen, and very exciting thing, I'm an affiliate with them, and they just started a new thing where for my subscribers and my readers, you can get 10% off your purchase on craftycash.net. And all you have to do is enter this code. Katie M. Reid, and it's Reid, R-E-I-D. So let's see what we're saying. A lot of times it won't get finished because it isn't catching that person, which is good to know. Yes, that is true. That is true, and they can give you that feedback. So I hope you guys might enjoy some fun shopping over at Crafty Cash's place. She has word of the year necklaces. She has different places you live or visit type of necklaces. But if you enter Katie M. Reid at checkout, you'll get 10% off just for tuning in and just for being one of my readers or subscribers on katiemreid.com. So I hope that that's a fun little perk for you guys today. And be sure to go check out If Gathering and watch some of the speakers and engage with what they're doing there. I wish I was there. My friend Courtney is there and Karina is there, and I hope that they have a fabulous time. Thanks for tuning in for this episode of We Write. I'll be back Monday at 1:30 for the Monday message. Oh, that is so cool. I hope she has a great time. I'll be sure to check the Twitter feeds too to see some of the highlights. So talk to you guys later. Bye.